In the recent Fortnite update, there was a pretty significant map change that is small as of now, but has pretty much unlimited potential to expand and grow throughout the season, and that map change I'm referring to is the Bat Cave, which you can find just to the outskirts of Slurpy Swamps. Now, yes, there are some things inside that I believe could hint towards what's going to happen later in this season, or at least some point down the line in Fortnite's history. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to join the family if you are new. We're posting daily Fortnite Battle Royale content, keeping you up to date with everything going on within the game. It's worth pointing out that this POI is in the exact same spot as the location inside of the Batman and Fortnite comic books, which just goes to show you everything is canon between the comics and the game, even as far as Batman is concerned. So what else could be in store from the comics? I need to make sure to actually read all the comics because I'm sure there's a lot of info in there. If there's something that you found in the comics, please let me know as far as what could potentially be coming to the game in the future. Inside of this little bat shack, for lack of a better term, there are a couple things I want to point out. Now, first of all, there are some posters regarding some fishing. You can see the bait hooks show Kevin the Cube. Wow, pretty big thing in Fortnite's history. Now, you can also see other things like Peely, a literal thumb, fish stick, among some other stuff, but the most important thing here to me is Kevin the Cube. I've broken down so many reasons why I think Kevin could come back, literally over the past year and a half, so I'm gonna spare you the theory details yet again, but I thought I would point this out because it's super interesting. Also, looking around this shack, you can see something on the ground in multiple places, which looks to be like a newspaper, and it also looks like you can make out a picture of Batman, so some sort of breaking news from the future maybe it's related to the comic book. I'm not really sure, but I'm just trying to pay attention to anything I can point out inside of this POI. Continuing on, if you look around the room, you will see there are multiple batarangs on the tables. Batarangs are basically just thrown weapons that Batman uses that look like bats. Several of them can be found, obviously a reference to Batman's presence on the island. This chalkboard reminds me so much of the chalkboard slash whiteboard that we had in Chapter 2 Season 4 with Iron Man planning his whole fight and the galaxy's whole fight against Galactus. That's why I don't want to take this for granted. Now, the very clear difference is on Iron Man's board, you could make out multiple different things. On this board, you can't even really read it, so I'm not sure. Batman and Iron Man are both heroes. Who knows, maybe Batman jumps in this season and we have to defeat someone else and he's planning the attack this time. I would say that's less likely because Iron Man actually was a big part of the season storyline being in the Chapter 2 Season 4 Battle Pass, but you can never be too sure. The Fortnite and Batman comic books don't seem to be slowing down anytime soon, and with many more issues to be distributed and new editions of the book, I'm sure we'll continue to see more and more map changes on Fortnite as it relates to that comic book, and that's kind of brought about the theory of this area being updated in the future to include an entire underground area, which would be very similar to the actual Bat Lair or Bat Cave from the movies. This kind of concept reminds me a lot of the grotto from this chapter, and even from last chapter, the underground area and laboratory at Wailing Woods. It would definitely not be the first time we've seen something like that, and that's why I think Epic is very capable of doing so, especially given how popular this thing would be for a while, and I'm sure everyone wants to see this shack eventually lead to something more. Now, there is a satellite on top of the building, and I wonder if that's being used for some sort of recon or to gather information for Batman as he works in this building. Now, it's also worth pointing out that there is a desk with a computer and with books, and it looks like somebody's doing some sort of research here. But why would you do research in a shack like this if there wasn't something underneath? I don't know, I just feel like in my gut there's gonna be an update here that adds an underground bat cave stemming from this location or a nearby location. Let me know if that's something you would like to see in Fortnite. It definitely would be for me. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to catch more content and catch it live, you should check out my Twitch stream. That's linked in the description below. Come by, follow me, hang out, and ask me questions. I would love to talk to you. I'll catch you in my next upload, and until then, take it easy. Peace.